Hello, and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and it's time for more random questions. Random questions class. In this class, the questions I will ask students to practice their conversational English skills will be so random even I don't know what they are. Haha. I will do my best to ask a range of question types: description, opinion, preference, past, future, present, to give you a chance to try a variety of English skills, speaking skills. And of course, I will give feedback if I notice any issues with pronunciation, vocabulary use, or grammatical construction. But, you know, a nice laid-back class, so sit back and we'll discuss all kinds of weird stuff, who knows what. Okay, hello, welcome back, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hi, nice to see you. Okay. Ileana? Hello, how are you? Ileana, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Just
Okay.
no
Okay.
things
Hi.
in connection.
Oh, all right. Okay, welcome to the class.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure, can you hear me well, or because I hear you with pauses and
Oh, I hear you perfectly.
what's that?
And I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think it's on my side.
Okay. Okay. Well, at least for now. Perfectly you. Okay, whatever. All right, plenty of room in the class if others want to join us. Just come in at any time. It really doesn't make any difference. It's all random. Come in at a random time. It's fine. Okay, Heidi, I'm going to start with you. My first random question. Do you or have you ever chewed gum?
Yes, sure.
Okay. What was your favorite brand of gum?
In Japan, there's a very famous maker, snack maker named Lotte. Lotte came from South Korea. But at first it started in Japan, then some relatives established the same company in South Korea. It's famous for gums and candy and chocolate. And Kisritol, do you know? Kisritol.
Again?
Kisritol.
Okay, no, I don't know.
It's like sweet, came from a certain tree.
Oh, okay.
Tree is wicked. And it's very good for our teeth, to protect our teeth from cavity.
Interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about. I would be interested to know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Do you know what the English name of this tree or whatever is?
The name of the tree is the white birch.
White birch. Ah, okay.
Came from white birch. It usually we can see it in the northern part of Japan, or maybe Russia or some cold place.
Very interesting. Okay.
Some scientists in Norway or some country found that ingredient from the tree, and it's very good for our teeth. So I choose that kind of gum for many years, and even my brother-in-law, he's German. He came to Japan, then I recommended him to chew the gum. He loved that taste. Sweet, but the taste not sugar, like sugar. Mild and soft, sweet.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have never tried this, but I would like to. Interesting. Oh,
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
even I brought
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
find it.
the same chewing gum to my friend in Philippines.
I wonder if you can buy it here.
Even my friend, a Filipino friend, loved that taste.
Yeah, well, I'd like to try it. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know where I would find it, but anyway. Thank you. That was very interesting. Okay. Interestingly, okay, you said white birch. That's very interesting. In United States, they have something called birch beer,
Mm-hmm.
which developed into sarsaparilla, which developed into, I mean, they added things to it or changed it. It developed into what we now know as root beer. Have you heard of root beer?
No, I don't know.
Really? Okay. I thought root beer was everywhere. It's very popular and very normal in United States, root beer. It's kind of a favorite root beer float with ice cream in it. Oh, it's delicious. But root beer is extremely sweet. The development from birch beer to sarsaparilla to root beer, it got sweeter and sweeter. So that birch beer had, as you said, medicinal benefits. Root beer is just really overly sweet, fattening, empty calories now. Please do not, I'm not saying it has anything, there's nothing good about it, but it is delicious. And it has a very kind of unique flavor. Okay, you don't have root beer? All right.
No, I don't know.
Do you have ginger ale? Do you know what ginger ale is?
Yeah, I know ginger. Ginger ale?
Ginger ale. Yeah, sometimes ginger beer.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard about that in Japan.
But these birch beer, root beer, ginger beer, they have no alcohol in them. They have nothing to do with alcohol. It's carbonated. That's all. Okay.
Okay, Kishiriko.
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, that looks familiar. I might have seen that before. All right. Sorry, I'm writing that down because I really do want to check that out.
In some kindergarten, after lunch, the teachers distribute this gum to the kids.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, before I forget, I have another randomly weird question that you reminded me of. In where I live in the Philippines now, we have a very big food company brand name called Oishi. Does it mean delicious in Japanese?
Yes, yes.
It does.
Delicious.
Okay. It's a very popular brand here. Okay. Just checking. Thank you, Heidi. That was very interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, Sam, hi. Welcome to the class. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Sam. It's random questions class.
Good afternoon. Yes, okay.
Okay. It's Ileana's turn, so I'll get right back to you in a minute. Okay? Sit tight for a moment. Ileana.
Yes.
Were you ever naughty as a child?
Sure, I was.
Sure. Okay.
Sure, I was normal, healthy child.
Right. All kids are naughty, right? I'm with you. Okay. Can you tell me about a time you were naughty and what punishment did you receive? So a little description here, past tense. Tell me a story about a time you were naughty and you received a memorable punishment.
Oh, well. I was naughty. I try to remember something specific.
Okay, while you're thinking, I just a vocabulary note for everyone. This adjective, naughty, when we talk about as a child, it's automatic. You mean just misbehaving, doing silly things children do, whatever. Putting ice cream into the DVD deck and pulling off the knobs of the TV, whatever. Crazy things. Breaking things, whatever. When we use this adjective naughty in reference to adults, it most certainly has adult, like, sexual connotations. Okay.
Yeah.
But I was talking about as a child here. All right. Okay. So go ahead. Tell me your story.
Okay, I remember one story. I have the youngest. I have the young sister. She 2 years younger than me. So we were like a band when we were kids. And yes, I remember one day parents left us at home. I don't even know why. I was something about 8, and she was 6.
Ooh.
And yeah, and we were in a flat alone, and we played. I don't remember what particular game, but just running, screaming, hunting or whatever. And then we have there in those flat, we had very thin walls or made of carton, or I don't know this word in English. So it's very thin and like temporary wall, not made of brick, but made of something like thick, not paper, but I would say carton in Russian, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, tell your story and we'll talk about it later.
So we had this kind of walls there. So when two pretty big kids run and scream and play, the walls are how to say, vibrating.
Okay.
And we had one big cupboard standing near those walls, and there were different kinds of glasses and plates, and so yeah. And after one of those marathon runs, one wall were vibrating too. One wall vibrated too much, and then the cupboard just fell down with all those stuff inside. So you can imagine the picture.
I could see that coming. A mob.
Yeah. So and of course we were shocked when we realized what just we had done. And then we had when parents arrived, they separated us in different rooms. Then we had long conversation and I don't remember the punishment, what was that, but I remember those conversations. Yeah. I'm not sure. You've frozen here in my connection. I don't know. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello? Hello. I have returned.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi again. Hi again. Oh, sorry about that. I lost connection for a few minutes. It happens. Okay. Well, I'm sorry Sam left. I had some feedback for her. Anyway, she was talking about smashing a cupboard in her house when she was a child. I never get to hear her punishment, but just as a note for those paying attention, she had a little pronunciation problem with vibrating. It's vibrating, long I. Oh, here she is. I could talk to her now.
Oh yeah.
Juliana?
Hello, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was lost. I'm sorry.
I was too. I was too. I was gone for a few minutes as well. It
Okay.
happens. No worries. Maybe we crashed each other. I don't know. Maybe all that vibrating
Yeah.
knocked us off the line. Okay, by the way, it's vibrating.
Vibrating.
And although I know the word is spelled with a P, cupboard, but it's actually pronounced cupboard. The P is silent.
Cupboard.
Yeah,
Cupboard.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. We never. What was your punishment for knocking down the cupboard?
I even don't remember. But I remember I've just said that we had big long conversation with parents. We were separated, but for different rooms.
Oh my goodness! Like a police investigation.
Yes. So it was very hard, and I think that was the punishment, the main punishment, just separation and like that.
Yeah. Okay. You're the oldest, so you're a bad influence.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
I know.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. We also had a controversy with a vocabulary word, the kind of thin walls. You were kind of leaning toward carton, but carton is made out of paper or cardboard.
Yes, but those walls were made with carton mixed with I don't know, gips, but I don't know Russian word or English word for that. So.
You're very close. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about sheetrock. We call it sheetrock. They're long, flat pieces. They come white, and it's like paper on the outside, thick paper, but on the inside it's gypsum and silica.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes.
If you actually broke the wall open and scraped with a spoon, it would be like white powder would come out.
Yeah.
That's
right.
it. Yeah. It's common. It's very common in the United States to use sheetrock in building. Extremely common. In fact, that's a job. You have different specialists, builders or carpenters. A kind of specialist job is sheetrocker. That's all they do. They go into a building and they put up the sheetrock, and then the nail holes they put putty on.
Yeah, it's often used in offices and so on because it's very easy to install.
In the United States, it's used in regular homes and offices, apartments, big buildings, small building, everything. Everybody uses it. Yeah, right. Okay. Then there's also the very thin pieces of wood, which are actually processed pressed wood, which come in big sheets, and that's called plywood, which is another building material. It's very common. So it'd be common to put, beams. In America, you build with 2x4s or beams of wood, then you put on sheetrock, then you put plywood on top of that, and then you paint or paper the plywood. Anyway, okay, a little construction, seminar there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Just another thing, be careful of the verb to be when, especially it seems to happen to a lot of ESL students when they follow it with an adjective. So, you said she 2 years younger. You forgot is. She is, or she was. Well, I suppose she still is. Okay. She is 2 years younger. It's very common when you have subject and then you're describing the subject with an adjective. It's a very common mistake. I'm not sure why it is, but forgetting the verb to be, the linking verb, is a very common error. So, yeah, be aware. Okay. Let's continue. And, Sam, let me talk to you for a minute. Sam, have you ever created an article of clothing?
Article of clothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or jewelry. Let's include accessories.
Article? No.
Article of clothing would include anything you wear. A hat, a sock, a sweater, a dress. They're all articles.
No, I never read.
How about jewelry? A lot of young women like to make jewelry when they're young as a kind of a, I don't know, hobby, play, activity, whatever. Have you ever made any kind of jewelry?
No.
No, really?
I made a shoe. No, shoe. Yes, I make a shoe. I made a shoe, but not jewelry.
Okay, that's an article of clothing. Well, there you go. How did you make a shoe? Okay, now please explain. A little description, please.
Yes. It's a long time ago, when I was in a teenage or in a college. Yes, I remember that. Uh, I love different type of shoes. So I tried myself to make a new style shoe, and that was I was trying to match with my new clothes. So I had a lot, but that was for special for me because I uh, find couldn't found the uh, color and texture according to my clothes. So I tried myself, and I took my old shoes and remove um, um, all uh, all all things. For example, like a buckle, button, like that, and the bottom side I use for that, and use some that normally we use um, uh, we say plastic pipes, very thin pipes. I don't know how we can say. Mostly we use for drips. Drip used for uh, at the time when we are sick. At that time we use drip and like that. So I use that one,
Oh,
and I put some color on that, and tried myself. It looks similar my clothes, and that I put into that, and one pair of shoes, and the bottom surface was very was okay, and I use nail, and through hammer I put into that, and try all color that in that my cloth. And when I completed that, when I wore, I remember that that was only 2 hours I can wore that, because that was not so very how we say that uh, not perfect like like shoes that we bought from a shop. But
uh-huh.
I remember that one. Yes, that was
That's
very funny. Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
That was a fun. Yes.
Okay. What a project. Okay. I think you would call it maybe plastic tubing. If you're talking about like when you go to the hospital and you have an
Yeah, exactly
IV
right.
intravenous
Mhm.
drip tube. Yeah,
Yes,
IV tubes
because
or plastic tubing.
mhm,
Yeah. Okay.
yes, because I really didn't understand how I made it. It's very
Where
difficult.
where did you get plastic tubing or IV drip tubes to use? Where did they come from? Where
Yes,
does a teenager
yes,
find those? Find that?
yes, yes. From I remember that that was at that time in my home, at my home.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a
and
weird
and I
thing to
wash
have
it. I
lying
Yes,
around
I
your house.
wash it. Yes,
Okay.
I wash it, these tubes, and put into a tub, and add some detergent, and 2 to 3 times wash. I thought that was very that was not clean, so I tried myself to clean up, and then I add all these things into that. But that was a fun, really.
That's very funny. Okay. You also, in your discourse, you said I was in a teenage, which is not which is
I was
fundamentally,
keen. Hmm.
yeah. Well, no, it's okay. I was in a teenage or I was a teenage, but it's much more normal to say I was a teenager. Is how normal native speakers would say it. I was a teenager. Okay. And then the part where you're putting on the bottom of the shoe, the very bottom part, that part is called the sole. So it's also a verb. You were trying to sole your shoe. Yeah. I remember once trying to re-sole my shoes and using nails, and then, 2 hours later, the nails are poking into my feet. Ow! Like walking on nails. Yeah. Making shoes is very difficult work. Yeah, it's beyond me. It's totally beyond me. In fact, building any, I know Heidi's an expert, but for me, I made one article of clothing my whole life, and let me just briefly describe it by using the third conditional. If any of you guys had seen this particular hat, it was a hat, if you had seen this hat, you would have thought that this was the ugliest, most hideous, and frankly embarrassing article of clothing that you had ever seen in your entire life. Just telling you. I am on the list of skills of making clothes and jewelry. I'm at like 1 through 10. I'm somewhere around a -4. Okay, not a skill I possess. Ken, let's move on to you. Ken, it's random questions time.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever had a really strange wrong number? Either you called somebody and got the wrong number, or someone called you and got the wrong number.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing example, and the woman called me, and she misunderstood this number is a city town hall number. So I said it's not town hall. It's maybe you calling the wrong number, but he said, but this number should be town hall, and she persistent says so. So I said, but this is not, and yeah, such kind of thing happened. And other case, when I got a phone, woman told me in English, said to me in English, blah blah, hello blah blah, is there or something like that? So I've never heard of that name, and I said no, you called a wrong number or something like that. So I don't know who they are calling from overseas or in domestically, but yeah, maybe I remember these two strange calls.
Yeah, those are two strange ones. Okay. Yeah, it's very odd when you have this kind of weird misunderstanding and they assume you're someone else, the town hall.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's not necessarily wrong, but Ken, you have a habit of sometimes you're telling a story and you say, and such things like that happened. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little unusual to use such, first of all. I don't know. And it's kind of unnecessary to say. You know, you say something like, it would be normal to say something like what I said. It's so weird when things like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, things like that sometimes happen. It's a little odd to use the such phrase when such things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it when such things happen, but usually you say something else. When such things happen, it's very disconcerting. It's very shocking, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We normally describe it, use some kind of it's very something.
It's very something.
Yeah, it's very unusual or whatever. Okay. But yeah, okay. That was a slightly weird story. Okay, I like the weird story theme we've got going here. Let's try another one. Heidi?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very specifically weird random question. Have you ever had an encounter with a bird? Have you ever had an encounter with a bird or maybe other wild animal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird? Yeah, I was living in the countryside when I was a child, so I often encountered a crow or kind crane or a lot of bird, wild bird. Crane.
Yeah, I know crane, but how do you encounter them? They're so shy.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
They are very beautiful, but they're very hard to. I mean, encounter like you ran into one with a car, or one attacked you under a bridge, or something like that, or a bird did his business on you while you were having lunch, or something like that.
Some bird snatched my lunchbox or like that.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Not bird. It's monkey.
Okay, there we go. There's a story.
In Japan,
What happened?
Every year, the school holds some travel, short travels
Mm-hmm.
in the other place.
Mhm.
When I was junior high school student, we went to Kyushu, with a different island. We have four islands. Japan is archipelago, consists of 4 islands. I went to another island. It's very famous mountain. It's famous for monkeys. Monkey Mountain.
Okay. I think I've heard of this or seen a
Oh, really?
documentary.
Oh,
No, no, no. I think I saw a documentary or something about this.
It's wild monkeys.
Yeah.
But they already used to seeing people because many tourists go to that place. Then from the gate, I entered that mountain, and then I was walking up the slope. In the at the very far place, there are a lot of trees, both sides of the street, and very far place. A monkey is looking around the people coming, and suddenly the monkey came down from the tree, and he was coming to me. He was approaching to me, even though there are a lot of students. Why you are coming to me? I wondered. Then suddenly he grabbed my skirt and climbed up my body. My eyes and the monkey's eyes were very close to each other.
Oh my.
But I already forgot. I put the chocolate on my chest pocket. I already forgot it. Suddenly he grabbed my chocolate and ran away.
Ah, very good sense of smell. Okay. I thought maybe he was in love or something, but okay. He's greedy, that's all. I see.
Maybe monkey had very good sight.
Good sight or smell, one or the other. Yeah. Okay. And in English, of course, we can say a school trip is kind of obvious, but we often use a kind of a co-located, well, it's actually a compound noun, a field trip, which English speakers all know to mean especially a trip organized by the school, like you described. Yeah. Hey, I have also heard about an island in Japan. Tell me if you've heard about it or not, where the island is like full of cats. Like there's.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And another island full of bunny. Yeah.
Bunny rabbits?
Yeah.
I sense a theme. Okay. You could do a tour. You could go on tour in Japan. Go to Cat Island, Monkey Island, Rabbit Island. Have some fun. Take some pictures. Okay. That's a good one. That's very interesting. All right. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. That's very funny. Okay, I'm doing a survey of everyone in class. Has anyone in class, just simple yes or no, has anyone in class ever had a bird land on them? Actually physically land on them? And a wild bird, not a house bird, but not a pet. Anybody had a wild bird land on you before? No?
I
Yeah.
I experienced not arms, not legs, but poof.
What, the wings?
No, poof. Pee.
Oh, the poop. Okay.
All of a sudden, I felt something on my arm, and I thought, wow.
Oh yeah, that's not a good encounter, but yeah, I've experienced that as well. Uh, Actually, I've had even worse. Okay, I was taking a night hike, a nature hike, and this was in Venezuela, and there were giant fruit bats. They were taking us through the jungle at night. It was pretty scary. Giant spiders, tarantulas, and giant fruit bats. I mean, really 1 meter wingspan. And when one of those giants, does his business on you, it's like a baseball dropping on your shoulder. Boom! Oh, man. Not, it wasn't fun. It was stinky, nasty. Anyway, Sam, have you had a bird land on you?
Yes, a crow on my head.
A crow? Oh, that's pretty
Yes,
big.
yes,
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
was I don't know that because I was sitting on my on roof, and I thought that maybe it might be he found something, or I don't know, but he just for a few seconds he just land on my head and then flew.
Amazing.
So yes, and I was
Okay.
really scared when they how we say that they land on my head. You know that the
Hmm.
crow, especially their um, claws, or how we say that, sharp nails.
Yeah,
What
claws. That's right. They have
claws?
claws.
Claws, claws, and
Mhm.
it's very sharp. It was very sharp and
Sure,
pointed. Hmm.
sure. It's a little scary. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was eating breakfast on a beautiful veranda, outside deck, porch, whatever. I was having in Trinidad and Tobago, in this beautiful wildlife bird sanctuary, where you could literally just see. It was like when you see fish on a reef, and they're many colors and they're everywhere. You could literally see birds like that, parrots, tropical birds, motmots, and most of all, coolest of all, uh, hummingbirds of various species and multiple colors. Really, one of the most spectacular, beautiful things I've ever seen. Not a good choice to eat pancakes with maple syrup outside when you're surrounded by hummingbirds. They were quite excited about our breakfast. My breakfast companion and I were basically they were trying to get the syrup, trying to drink the syrup off our pancakes. It was weird. You don't want to go like this because they're beautiful little harmless creatures. They're not like a mosquito. You don't care if you kill it. But you don't know what to do. And they can fly backwards and forwards, and it was quite an experience. It was weird. Don't eat pancakes where there are many hummingbirds. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My Confucius statement. Okay. Ileana. Okay. Let's continuing with our animal theme. What kind of animals have you ever ridden,
Have I
or
ever
have you
read?
ever ridden an animal?
Yes, I have, but that's something. Uh, I think yes, sure. I re ride. I ride. Yes, this past
Road.
tense.
Past
I
tense.
rode.
Road. Yeah.
Yes, rode. I rode a horse
Hmm.
or a donkey, a
Yeah.
pony. Um, Let me try to remember something specific. Or camel?
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah, maybe
Oh,
that's the most exotic animal.
what was that like?
Very high. So
Hmm. Imagine.
yes, and I'd say it's not so comfortable. Sure, like on a horse. Yes, and very high, so that's why it's quite scary. Just you can touch the ground and you even got to what to say, how to command or how you can
Hmm.
make it how to say how you can make him go down.
Yeah, it's how do you control a camel? I have no
Well,
idea. Yeah,
right.
I, I don't know you know, I have no idea what the commands are for a camel, you know.
That's the main thing, the main problem, because
Yeah,
you know what to do. Because on a horse, it's easy. So even kids know how to do it.
yeah, you can train somebody in 5 minutes to ride a horse, really. If, you know,
But with a camel, there are problems.
yeah, I imagine. I've never ridden a camel. Okay, so I don't know. I'd give it a try. Uh, I've seen some pretty funny videos of people riding camels, however. Mm. Uh, okay, let me talk to Sam for a little bit. Sam, uh, what is your favorite work of art? What is your all-time favorite work of art?
Art, like how we say that, a painting
Could be a
or
painting, a sculpture,
uh-huh.
a
Yes,
pottery,
I
anything.
love painting a lot. Yes, and especially that um, watercolor I like, and oil color as well. So, and I can draw, um, not very good, but it's okay. A scenery I can draw it, and uh, I can say that I can make different texture. For example, that there are a lot of different art, um, uh, types of arts. For example,
Hmm.
especially the scenery and abstract art or something like that. Yes. So I did when I was in school and college, and I get I elementary exam as well.
Mm.
So yes, I like a lot, especially drawing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, Now, my original question, do you have any favorite uh, specific, well, I didn't say specific, but I said work of art. So when you talk
Mhm.
about types of art, that's one thing. That's kind of the question you answered,
Mhm.
watercolors, oil, and then you said different uh, genres, whatever,
Mhm.
modern art, expressionism. Okay. Uh, but if I ask a specific work of art, well, when I say a work of art, I'm probably referring to a specific, like
Mhm.
the
Yes.
Sistine Chapel, the Mona Lisa, sunflowers,
Mhm.
whatever.
Means artist. Artists are type of art, drawing.
Well,
Because I did
what I'm saying is
scenery. Yes.
a work of art is one piece of art, refers to one piece of
Mhm.
art. It is a singular. It Yeah,
Okay.
you can make it
Mhm.
plural by saying works of art, but yeah, a work of art refers to
Works
one
of art.
specific singular thing. Do you have any favorite work of
Okay.
art?
Yes. Scenery, especially landscaping.
Okay. Well, well, that's not specific. Specific work of art would be, for example, Starry Night by Van Gogh is my favorite work of art. You see the difference? Very specific one piece. Not landscapes. That's not a work of art. That's a type of art or a genre of art. Landscapes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Also, especially if you're using a verb and you're referring to the verb, you don't draw good. You draw well. Remember that good is an adjective. Okay. Something tastes. Okay. Something can taste good, but you draw well. An action. You're describing how you do the action.
Okay. A well is used as a verb. A
As
good
an
is used as an
adverb.
adjective. Adverb. Okay.
Adverb.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as an adverb, there's some adverbs. It's a little tricky here. Like well. Let's see. Very. Okay. They're a little tricky how he runs well, he paints well, he works well. We're talking about how you do the action, okay? But notice, as opposed to normally we have the adverb before the verb. He slowly walked, but he walked well. It comes after, so it's a little strange. And then adverbs are tricky, because adverbs can modify a verb or an adjective or another adverb. They really have three functions. Some adverbs don't actually do all three functions. For example, another common mistake is using very with a verb. It doesn't work. He very runs fast. It doesn't work. He very runs. Doesn't make sense. We can only use very to modify another adverb, very slowly, or very hot, another adjective. So, yeah, can be tricky. Okay. Let's see. Ken.
Yes.
All right, Ken. Okay. Here's a totally random and weird question. If you're talking to someone and you're standing up, what is your posture? Do you stand with your arms at your sides? Do you put your hands in your pockets? Do you cross your arms? Well, not like this. But, do you gesture? Do you do what I do? Obviously, I gesture. That should be obvious to you guys by now. What do you do when you're talking to a friend or associate?
It's up to what people I am meeting with. For meeting with friends, maybe my posture is very casual and some gestures, but maybe I don't do so many gestures while I'm talking. Sometimes I do, but and so just standing up and talking with them. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So what do you normally do with your arms? They're just straight down by your side, or
my side, or sometimes
behind
gesture.
your back?
Yeah, gesture and such kind of thing. But,
if you're talking,
maybe sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, if you're talking to like your boss or somebody really important, then does your posture change? What is your posture in those circumstances?
I didn't do that intentionally, but maybe I feel nervous, so maybe I less move, maybe, I move less.
I move less, yeah. True. I think many of us change our posture if we're, how well we know the person or how formal the occasion is, depending.
I would not pretending I'm listening or something.
What?
Yeah, sometimes people nod for not a lot.
Oh
And
yeah.
one teacher who teaches South Korea says, it does happen. Actually, audience is not listening. So, and if audience intentionally listening, they wouldn't not. But sometimes people nod a lot here, as well as South Korea. Yes, maybe it could be a Far East cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I last night before I went to bed, I watched a stupid Family Guy. It's a
Yeah, I know.
animated. Okay. All right. Oh no, I think it was American Dad. Actually, I watched both of them, but anyway, I don't normally, but occasionally I watch these dumb shows. Anyway, I was watching American Dad last night, which is a sitcom, animated situation comedy sitcom, and it was all about that. It was all about how men just smile and nod their heads when they're talking to women, but really they're not listening at all. It was basically making fun of how men just don't listen. They pretend to listen. Yes, dear.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. His wife tries to quiz him afterwards. What did I just say? He doesn't know. Anyway, whatever. It's okay. He learns his lesson. The CIA department he works for turns him into a woman, and then he has to face talking to men who don't listen to him now, and so he gets his comeuppance, so to speak. He gets what he deserves. Anyway, okay. Well, that was a very interesting class. I've got to go now. I'm on my way to look for xylitol gum. I've got a mission. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you again next time. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.